HelloFresh takes the guesswork and the extra hassle out of planning and preparing delicious meals for dinner. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh gives you over 40 recipes to choose from each week. And then your farm-fresh, pre-portioned seasonal ingredients arrive at your doorstep with simple instructions to help you feel like the master chef of your kitchen. And did you know that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout? HelloFresh has been an awesome addition to our household's dinner routine. We all get involved and cook together, following the pictured step-by-step instructions. It's a fun quality time and the meals are delicious. Give it a try and see for yourself. Go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, to get 50% off plus free shipping, go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall.
With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Welcome to Having It All. My name is Matthew Bivens, and each week I bring you conversations and insights that explore the question, what does having it all mean to you? My goal is to leave you with stories you can relate to and messages you can take action on so that you can create an abundant, loving life. I am so excited that you're here to hang out with me today. Now, let's jump right into this episode. It's the day before Thanksgiving, and in honor of the holiday tomorrow, I'm going to be doing an episode today that's all about gratitude. So I want to kick things off by giving 2 pieces of thanks. First, I want to say thank you to these people: ANG Renee M, Shaheen G, Izzy Pat, Marvin Chibesa, and D Donardo 33 for your recent reviews on iTunes. Thank you all so much. I really cannot express that enough. Reviews, particularly on iTunes, really help this show to reach more people. And so I tremendously appreciate you all taking a quick minute to leave me some feedback. If you want to leave a review on iTunes, then simply grab your phone, jump into the iPhone's app, or if you're like me and you use an Android, then you want to log into iTunes on your computer, find the Having It All podcast and leave a review, and I'll appreciate it. Second, I want to thank all of you who have emailed me this past week. Thank you for sharing your stories, for asking your questions, and for giving me your feedback on the show. I absolutely love it when I open my inbox and I see a note from a listener. It's something that I really didn't expect when I started this podcast, but and it's been such an amazing gift. And so if you have something that you'd like to share, if you want me to give you feedback on perhaps something that you're going through in life right now, or if you want me to hold you accountable to something, I am game. And so you can email me on my personal email address at mattcbivens@gmail.com. That's mattcbivens@gmail.com. And yes, that is my personal email address. So now let's get into today's topic on gratitude. Well, so much has been written and talked about when it comes to gratitude, and that is for great reason. Showing gratitude has measurable effects on your mood, on your health, on your relationships, and even on your bank account, believe it or not. So in no particular order at all, I'm going to share some of my thoughts on gratitude. There's going to be 7 of them, and hence the title of this episode. The first is that gratitude can actually save you money. And I never would have believed that myself if I did not experience it myself. And it is absolutely true. When it comes to your personal finances and budgeting, what I have found is that gratitude creates context, which gives you perspective. So one great thing about gratitude is that it gets you to focus on the things that you do have and not on the things that you don't have. And so when you're being grateful for what you have, you aren't interested in the things that you don't have. It's just pretty simple. It's black and white like that. So like if you're really wanting a new pair of sneakers, you're going through your budget and you're trying to figure out how to make that happen. But at the same time, you're seeing how all of your money is already improving your life. You're seeing your water bills, your energy bills, your electricity, your internet. All of those things are improvements to your life that, simply having those things puts you way above a lot of the folks on earth. And that really helps to put things in perspective. So it can save you money because when you're grateful for what you have, you don't want any more because you don't need any more. Therefore, you're not spending your money on things, but you might be spending them on people or experiences. And I'm actually going to get into that later down in the list. So that is the first one. The next one is that I recommend you bookend your day with gratitude. What I mean by that is begin a morning or evening gratitude habit.
HelloFresh takes the guesswork and the extra hassle out of planning and preparing delicious meals for dinner. America's #1 meal kit, HelloFresh gives you over 40 recipes to choose from each week. And then your farm-fresh, pre-portioned seasonal ingredients arrive at your doorstep with simple instructions to help you feel like the master chef of your kitchen. And did you know that HelloFresh is cheaper than grocery shopping and 25% less expensive than takeout? HelloFresh has been an awesome addition to our household's dinner routine. We all get involved and cook together, following the pictured step-by-step instructions. It's a fun quality time and the meals are delicious. Give it a try and see for yourself. Go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall for 50% off plus free shipping. Again, to get 50% off plus free shipping, go to HelloFresh.com/50havingitall and use code 50havingitall.
Okay, round two. Name something that's not boring.
A laundry? Ooh, a book club. Computer solitaire, huh?
Sorry, we were looking for Chumba Casino. That's right. ChumbaCasino.com has over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18+ terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
So it's always a fantastic idea to begin or even end your day with powerful habits. It really starts you off with energy and puts you in high spirits going on into your day. And when you're able to wrap your day up the same way, that's what I mean by bookending, right? It puts those things at the beginning and the end of your day. It really helps to frame all of the things that end up happening during the day, whether they are desirable or not. So showing appreciation for what you have, who's in your life, for the fact that you have a warm bed to sleep in, when you wake up and then when you go to bed, it really helps to, once again, put things into perspective. And I have a buddy, and he's been keeping a nightly gratitude journal for over a decade. This dude's been doing it for over 10 years. He's been incredibly successful at forming that habit, which I personally have not been. I've tried to do a nightly gratitude habit for years, and I have many journals with a lot of gaps in them, but he's been able to do it. And in those 10 plus years, he has logged over 12,000 moments of gratitude. That's insane. I love it. I think it's awesome. And that'll put a whole lot into perspective. So a quick tip for this is adding your gratitudes to your daily to-do list. So if you use an app on your phone, make gratitudes one of your to-dos each day. Similarly, if you have sticky notes or a notebook that you use, then once again, put that on the top of your list every single day. And if you have a calendar on your computer, if you're using a Mac like me, I think it's called, what is it called? No, it's just called Calendar. Put a reminder in there and have a pop-up appear on your computer or on your phone to remind you each day to be grateful. It can be a mental note or perhaps a physical thing. You whip out that journal and you write down that gratitude. It's just a simple way to let the technology help to keep you accountable to showing gratitude. And that's so great if you're like me and you've just struggled to form that nightly gratitude journaling habit. Next, this is a kind of a out there piece of gratitude, but it's something that it was shared with me and it really resonated. And that's simply recognizing that nothing in life happens alone. You don't accomplish, perform, achieve anything alone. And so it's incredibly important to be grateful for all of the people who make your life possible. So it's just from something simple like getting dressed in the morning. Somebody had to grow the fibers of the clothes that you're wearing. Somebody had to take that material and bring it to a factory. Somebody had to put those fibers together and turn it into clothing, and then take that clothing and move it to the store where you purchased it from. There are so many people that are involved in the process that we take for granted. And, you can think about that for anything like pumping gas, right? Somebody had to fill up an 18-wheeler, drive that thing over to the gas station, and empty all the gas into the station for you to then pull up and put it into your car. So nothing happens alone. Even if you feel alone, even if you feel like you are alone in this world and there aren't people out there who care about you and who help you. I mean, it's simply not true when you gain a slightly different perspective. So, give gratitude to the people who make your life possible. Next, gratitude can absolutely improve your relationships. So a simple way to do that is just showing your partner gratitude with a little thank you. People who feel appreciated in relationships, they're happier, and that leads to healthier relationships in general. I mean, it's very simple. It's very almost common sense type of things, but it's not something that we do every day when we get bogged down by all the things that are on our mind, the things that we need to do, all of the stressors and the stuff that just hits us in life when we're not equipped to handle those things. We forget about the little things. And when you're in a relationship, it's those little things that are important, because it's those little things that add up when your partner is beginning to feel neglected. You don't want that, obviously. And if you don't believe me that gratitude is important in your relationship, then I challenge you to try it for 1 week. Try each day just making it a point to tell your partner one thing new that you're grateful for about them. Use the tip from earlier in the episode about putting it into your calendar or your to-do list, and simply do it for 1 week and email me and tell me if your relationship has not improved in some way. So the next thing about gratitude is that gratitude can help flip your mood 180 degrees. If you're having a shitty day, which we all do from time to time, then an insanely simple way to turn it around is to be grateful. So typically we feel crappy about the things that have happened in the past or the things that we are anticipating happening in the future. And neither of those things are real, but the associated feelings we have with them are completely real. So taking a minute when you're just having a terrible day to make a mental list of all the things you're grateful for in that moment can 100% change your mood. And I'm speaking from experience. So when you're doing this little mental list, start big, right? If you're driving and you're sitting in traffic, I mean, it's the day before Thanksgiving, so maybe you're listening to this in the car. You can be grateful for having a vehicle, that's going to get you from where you are to where you want to go. You can be grateful for having money to keep that vehicle running, putting the gas, putting the oil. You can be grateful for having a working radio or a working iPod or smartphone, whatever it is that you're listening to this podcast on. You can be grateful for the shoes that are on your feet that are pushing the gas pedals. You can be grateful for the air that's going into your lungs. Your ability to drive. I mean, there's folks out there who can't drive. Their body just doesn't work that way. There are so many ways for you to feel grateful. And when you are having that terrible day, just going through the list, I mean, it's insane how, first of all, it's insane how many things that we can be grateful for. And when you really get down to it, just the smallest little thing just can bring the greatest amount of gratitude. And it's crazy about how fast your mood can flip around when you practice gratitude. So again, if you don't believe me, I dare you to try it. Next, let's talk about money. We talked about that a little bit. But this is a different take on money and gratitude. And it's all about spending your money on experiences and not things. You feel more grateful for the experiences you have in your life over the things you have, especially when those experiences are with others and bring you closer to others. So if you want to feel more gratitude in your life, first of all, don't worry about buying things. That's not going to bring you gratitude. Experiencing things can. And then when you actually do sit down and reflect and show appreciation for those things, the feeling for those experiences is going to be greater than the feelings for those things you purchased. The final item on today's gratitude list will ruffle some people's feathers. And that's okay, because it's simply showing you an opportunity for surrender and growth. But if you're really a beast, if you're really just doing it in life, then show gratitude for people who you feel have, quote unquote, wronged you. Now, I say quote unquote wronged because wrong is a judgment word, and I'm not about judgment words on this podcast, but it is a paradigm that I've had and I've been working on shifting, and so I think it's one that a lot of people can relate to, that feeling of being wronged, the feeling that someone has done something to you, somebody has caused you pain and caused you suffering. So when you feel that someone has just done you dirty, then you can respond in a number of ways. And some people say that reaching the state of forgiveness is the ultimate goal. To go from a place of really just feeling anger and resentment towards someone to then forgiving them is the ultimate ending point. Some other people talk about reaching acceptance. They say that hitting acceptance is the most elevated level, because at that point, you're no longer plagued by the ill will that you once carried for that person. I think both of those states are awesome. They're much healthier for you to reach than the feeling of anger or resentment and all of that. However, I believe that if you can transcend them, if you can transcend forgiveness and acceptance and reach gratitude, then you've really hit beast level.
I'm at the football game. I'm at the grocery store. What? I'm at the combination football game and grocery store.
Wait, you're at the football game and the grocery store?
Nah, I'm at the combination football game and grocery store. Groceries through Instacart, delivered to my door. I don't have to choose between football and the grocery store.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Now, you might be asking yourself, why would I want to feel gratitude for somebody who has wronged me? I say, great question. If you blame someone for all of the things that they've done to you in life, if you blame them for all the shittiness in your life, if you blame them for all that has happened and all of that, then I believe you need to also give them a credit for the person you needed to become to get over all of those things. You need to blame them for your strength, for your resilience, for your courage. Because without them showing up the way that they did, you wouldn't have had to become the person that you became. You know, like they were the fire where your metal was strengthened and hardened. They were the furnace that you went into and you came out stronger. So if you can sit there and say, you've wronged me, you've done me wrong, you've caused me pain, you've caused me suffering. If you do that and then you turn around and walk away without also acknowledging the fact that you had to become a greater version of yourself to heal from those things, then you're missing half of it. You're taking the easy way out. It's very easy to say those things and not practice that gratitude. But you've really reached Jedi level when you can have gratitude, when you can feel and show gratitude to the people in your life who haven't treated you the way that you wanted to be treated. And I know it sounds like something that, you know, is the high level Zen master. That might be a person who is balancing on their fingertip on the top of a mountain somewhere. Like that's the person who can feel gratitude towards someone who's done them dirty. But it isn't. It isn't. And when you can feel gratitude for somebody that you once had such strong feelings towards, it frees you. It frees you. It really does. It frees you more than forgiveness or acceptance ever will. Ever. Because when you simply forgive someone, you still view yourself as in an elevated place to them, better than them. And I think the same thing can be said of acceptance. I think acceptance, there's still judgment there. You know? But gratitude, when you can say thank you. Thank you for showing up the way that you showed up. Because without that, I wouldn't have had the opportunity to show up the way that I am now showing up in life. Once you've done that, boom, I want to learn from you. So that is my 7 thoughts on gratitude that you probably haven't heard before. And I used a few resources to come up with my different gratitude thoughts in this episode. And so I'm going to put links to all of them in the show notes, which you can find on firesidenetwork.com. So just go to www.firesidenetwork.com. Select this show from the shows list. There's 6 or 7 shows on the network, and Having It All is one of them. So just pick the show and then click on today's episode, and you can have links. You'll find the links to all the resources that I used. And you know, if you have any tips, thoughts, stories on gratitude, I would absolutely love to hear them. I'd particularly love to hear how you've cultivated a regular gratitude habit into your life. So, you know, if you send me your tips, if you tell me how you're able to cultivate a gratitude habit, I'll do a follow-up episode where I share those tips on the air so that everybody can benefit from them. So shoot me an email with those things. Again, my personal email address is mattcbivens@gmail.com. That's mattcbivens@gmail.com. And with that, my name is Matthew Bivens. I wish you the most blessed Thanksgiving. I hope that you do like me and show some gratitude and just give thanks for all that you have and all that we have. And here is to you having it all.
2 quick things before you leave. First, did you know that the Having It All podcast is a part of the Fireside Network? Yep, we are one of the esteemed shows that calls Fireside Network home. That means if you ever want to listen to a show outside of iTunes or Stitcher or whatever your favorite podcasting app is, all you need to do is visit firesidenetwork.com and under shows, select Having It All. From there, you can access all the episodes, see the show notes, learn about my guests, and more. Second, I am very excited to announce that my brand new website is live. Visit MatthewBivens.com and you can learn more about me, get plugged into an accountability group, and pick up some free content like the Abundance Benchmark. I am all about helping you not only identify what your ideal life looks like,
but also helping you on your journey towards it. I want you to experience more abundance and love in your life. So, again, you can find out more information about all of that great stuff at MatthewBivens.com. Thank you once more for listening to the show, and here is to you having it all.
Hello, it is Ryan, and I was on a flight the other day playing one of my favorite social spin slot games on ChumbaCasino.com. I looked over at the person sitting next to me, and you know what they were doing? They were also playing Chumba Casino. Coincidence? I think not. Everybody's loving having fun with it. Chumba Casino is home to hundreds of casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere, even at 30,000 feet. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com to claim your free welcome bonus. That's ChumbaCasino.com and live the Chumba life.
No purchase necessary. VGW. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.